All right, so today we're doing something a little different. We're not digging into a complex research paper or a dense article. Nope. Our guide for this journey comes from a really special source, a heartfelt letter from some students in a beautiful town in southern Italy. They've invited us to discover their home, Francavilla Fontana. And you know what? Let's take them up on that offer. Let's go on their tour.
So the letter starts with this really warm greeting, Ciao amici della Polonia, which basically means, hello, friends from Poland. And they introduce themselves. We are the students of the San Francesco d'Assisi Middle School in Francavilla Fontana. How cool is that? These students, they're going to be our guides. They're super excited to share their town's history, its art, all of its traditions. So let's do this. Let's see their home through their eyes.
So, first things first. Where exactly are we? Well, we're in Francavilla Fontana. It's nestled right in Puglia, which, if you picture Italy as a boot, is the heel. It's got this really grand nickname, the City of the Imperials. And you might be wondering, why? Well, it all comes down to a super powerful noble family who basically shaped the town's destiny. You can feel their mark on pretty much every street and every stone there.
You know, every great town has an origin story, right? But Francavilla Fontana's, wow, it's something else. It's pure legend. We're talking a prince, a dramatic hunt, and a truly miraculous moment that would change everything for this piece of land forever. Get ready for this one.
Okay, so the legend basically unfolds in 4 parts. Picture this. It's the year 1310. Prince Filippo d'Angiò is out hunting, and he's chasing a deer. He takes aim, fires his arrow, but nothing happens. The arrow just doesn't harm the deer. Instead, the animal just calmly walks to a fountain and kneels down. Totally bizarre, right? So the prince gets closer, and that's when he sees it, an image of the Madonna and Child right there at the spring. He knew it had to be a divine sign, and right there, on that sacred ground, he decides to found a new village. And that is exactly how the town got its name. It's actually pretty brilliant. The prince offered tax exemptions, basically freedom, to anyone who would come and settle there. That made it a Francavilla, which literally means free town. And the Fontana part, well, that's pretty obvious, right? It's in honor of that sacred fountain from the story. So the town's entire identity is baked right into its name, faith from the fountain and freedom from the prince's promise. But the story doesn't stop there. The town's connection to the Madonna of the Fountain was put to the test years later. A horrible drought hit, and the olive groves, these were the absolute lifeblood of the region. They were just withering away. The people were desperate, so they prayed. And the story goes that just a few days later, those dry, dead-looking trees miraculously turned green again. The town was saved. It's just such a powerful story about faith and resilience.
So we've had the myths and the miracles. Now let's actually step into the streets of the town and see how all of this history is literally built into the architecture. We're going to take a quick walk through some of its most amazing historical treasures.
This is where you can really see the past and present just blend together. You've got the massive Castello Imperiale, this imposing old fortress that's now the town hall. And get this, right on the exact spot where the prince saw that vision, that's where you'll find the stunning Baroque basilica today. You can still see the old medieval gates that once protected the center, and everything kind of revolves around the main square, Piazza Umberto I. The locals have this great name for it. They call it their Salotto, their living room. It really is the heart of the city. Okay, but a city isn't just about its buildings, right? It's a living, breathing culture. And that's what we're diving into next, the stuff you can taste and feel. We're talking about the unique flavors and the deep traditions that really give this city its soul. And oh, the flavors here are just incredible. The town is famous for something called confetto riccio. It's this small, super crunchy almond candy that's all about celebrations. Then for Christmas, there's coppetta, a sweet made with honey and almonds, and you've got these amazing, fragrant, stuffed breads called puccia. And of course, what ties it all together? The region's liquid gold, that treasured extra virgin olive oil. But amidst all that life and all that flavor, there's also this moment of just incredible solemnity. During Holy Week, the whole town just transforms. The streets fall completely silent for a procession of figures called the Papamashi. These are people who dress in hooded white robes, and they walk through the streets barefoot, in pairs, praying in total silence. It's this deeply spiritual tradition that connects the city to centuries and centuries of faith. It must be something to see.
And you know, all of this brings us right back to where we started, with those students. You can just feel how proud they are to share their home with us. Their letter wasn't just a list of facts, it was a genuine personal invitation.
an invitation to come and experience a place that, in their own words, unites history, faith, art, and tradition. So yeah, the students really hope that people will come and visit their town one day. And that leaves me with a final question for you. After hearing all this, if you were to visit, what would you go for first? Would you want to taste that tradition with a crunchy confetto riccio? Or would you head straight for the Imperial Castle to soak in all those centuries of history? It's a tough choice, but a pretty wonderful one to have, don't you think?